introduce a new subject to you, that is economics. And today's lesson, that is Introduction to Economics, we are going to discuss some new terms like customer, distributor, producer, priority, and we also learn about the definition of economics.
Meaning and importance of economics. Let us learn some important terms in this lesson. Consumers. See, in our day-to-day life, we human beings, we use various types of goods and services. So what type of goods and services we use? For example, we use TV, newspaper, food, then some other articles which are needed like books, then shoes. So now these are the various types of goods, and not only goods, we require various types of services also. What type of services we need in our day-to-day life? We need the services like medical care, entertainment, transportation, teaching. Like that, many types of services also we require. So in these goods and services, two types of objects are there. The first one is tangible object. So tangible objects are the objects which we can touch and feel. Mainly goods come under tangible objects. And intangible things are the things which we cannot touch or feel, which we can experience. Now, the entertainment, what we get from the movies or the movie songs, they cannot be touched. And the service what we receive from the doctors, medical care, that cannot be touched. So that comes under intangible things. So we human beings use both types of things, tangible as well as intangible things. So what are we called? Human beings are called consumers. And this term is very important in this subject, economics. Then we go to the next important subject, important term, that is producers. Who are these producers? People engaged in the production of goods and services. We use the goods and services, so we are consumers. Then who produces these goods and services? They are called producers. So now who are the producers in our society? Producers can be the producers of services like teachers, lawyers, doctors, movie stars. They provide a service, so they are called producers. And when we talk about production of goods, we think about the farmer. So farmer produces various type of food. So farmer also is called a producer. So producers are the people engaged in the production of goods and services. Now the third term is distributors. Who are these distributors? Traders, shopkeepers, and the people who transport the goods and services are called distributors. Now producers are in some area. For example, farmers are in the villages and consumers are in the city. Now, how do we get the products of producers? Someone should be there to bring these products and sell it to the consumers. Who are they? They are distributors. So when we go to shops and buy something, the shopkeeper or the trader became a distributor. Then who helps these traders and shopkeepers to sell these products? They are the people who transport the goods from one area to one more area or from village to city. So the people who are into this transport business, even they are called distributors. So we learned the definition of consumers, producers and distributors. Let us learn some more terms. First one is price. So what is price? We buy things and services by paying price. So what is price? Price is the value of goods and services expressed in terms of money. So if you buy a pen, so what is the price of the pen? How do we express it? Yes, we express it in terms of money. The price of pen is 100 rupees, 10 rupees, 5 rupees. So we use this price to express the value of goods or services in terms of money. Then how do we get money? We are engaged in one or the other type of employment. We are into service sector, we are into business, we are into agriculture. Like that, we are engaged in one or the different type of work, that is called employment, and for that we get income. Salary, we can tell it salary we get, or we get profit if we are businessmen. This is called income of the individual who is into that work. So we get income by doing the work or by involving in employment. And what do we do with this income? This income, which is in terms of money, we use this money to buy some goods and services which are needed for our day-to-day life. If a person is getting his salary, that money he spends on food, other type of services. So we spend this money, and the income of that person now becomes the income of the producers and the distributors. If we spend our salary or income to buy the groceries or food grains or fruits or something like that, then our income became the income of the producer and the shopkeeper who is selling these goods. So our income became their income. And even the government provides us so many services. So what type of services does the government provide? Like roads, it provides electricity, it provides healthcare, it provides education, it maintains law and order, and even the government imposes taxes on these goods and services provided by it. So this becomes the income of the government. So what is that called? That is called taxes. The government provides the services, in return government collects the tax from the people. A normal day is characterized by interaction among the producers, distributors, consumers and the government. So in each and every day we can see there is an interaction between the producers. Producers produce the goods and services. Distributors distribute these services to the consumers. So there is always interaction between these, and all these three producers, distributors and consumers, they use the services of the government. So there is interaction between all the producers, distributors, consumers and the government. Let us learn one more term, priority. What do you mean by priority? Priority is the classification of wants as more important or less important. We have to choose the more important want first and postpone the less urgent ones. Now let me explain it. In a family, if the person gets the salary, how do they spend that money? So the family members, they prioritize, they give importance to the needs, because the needs are never ending. We have 101 needs, but money, do we have unlimited amount of money? No, we do not have unlimited amount of money, but our wants are unlimited. So how to satisfy these unlimited wants in limited amount of money? So we should know to prioritize. What is very important for all the human beings? Food. So food gets first priority. Then we need a shelter. So shelter gets the second priority. Then the family keeps money for the children's education, got third priority. Then they have to keep money for their health also if anyone falls sick. So for the treatment and medicine they need money. So for that also they have to allocate some amount of money. So fourth priority. Like this, they go on giving importance to the important wants first. Then the less urgent ones come later, like going to movie, eating outside, buying some toys or buying some jewelries or visiting some places. So these wants can be postponed. Instead of buying the food or instead of spending money on shelter, if the people spend money on visiting the places or eating outside, then they cannot fulfill the basic need at all. So their way of spending is not at all good, and this shows that they do not know how to prioritize the wants. So priority plays an important role in economics, which teaches us to give importance to the wants and spend money according to that. So one more term is scarcity here. In each and every household or in a country, we face scarcity because of our unlimited wants and choice. So choice is always there, this one or that one. Eating at home or going out. Spending money on this or that. Saving money or spending money. So scarcity and choice are the basic problems of economics.